Okay, hello everyone. How are you today? This is 24th September and Saturday today. So I hope you're having a great weekend today. And thanks for coming back on today's live stream. So let me see, hold on, sorry. I just finished the GTS class, Global Training School. It was the last class. So hold on, let me get ready here. So today markets are closed. So usually I talk about psychology or money management. And I was going to talk about a topic based on what I posted in the community on YouTube, but today I didn't have time to prepare for the talk, so I will talk about that topic next week. So in case if you haven't bought yet, please do it from here. Hold on, let me change screen. So in here is the vote. Hold on, where is it? Over here. So you come to this my YouTube channel and click on the community and scroll down, and you can find my question. So this is about psychology and how you manage the risk by this question. So yeah, please kindly vote, and I will cover this next week, next Saturday. So this is not, the question is not directly connected to the trades, but this gives you some idea of your risk management and the mindset of the risk management. So yeah, please kindly vote if you haven't yet. I've got 377 votes right now so far, but I will be waiting for more votes. Okay, so again, thanks for joining everyone today. Okay, TSM, thanks for joining. And yes, for the Bitcoin, let me cover tomorrow because I will cover all the markets and pairs on the weekly forecast. So if you can please remind me tomorrow, that would be great. Freudian, thanks for joining. Mary Beth and Tony Gold, Omar, thanks for joining. Also good to see you. All right, I'm good, thank you. I'm so good right now. Yes, Lisa, thanks for joining also. Good to have you here. And Lolu and Rama and Albert, thanks for joining also. And Win, James, and Crypto Cloud, thank you for joining also. Good to see you here. Okay, so yeah, so today this is gonna be like a free talk because let me talk to you about what I did today. And so this was Saturday, and usually on Saturdays after I wake up in the morning, and I usually spend my time to read books, also to look back my trades, look back my trades not only last week but also in the previous months, and run the tester and practice and get used to my entries, exit, and strategies. I mean, I'm also already used to it, but this is just my training because you know, I get used to on what I do, where even when the markets are quiet, because even markets are closed, because so that I don't lose a sense of my entries and exits. So that's what I usually do on Saturday and Sunday also. But Saturday, usually I spend time for like this. So today I went to the cafe, by car. I have some favorite cafes in Dubai here, so I went to one of the cafes by car. It took me like a 20 minutes drive, but I felt like driving today, so I drove to the cafe. Or before that, I went to the plant shop and bought some plants, some green plants, and then went to a cafe with my wife. And I was going to read some books and look back my trades, but as it turned out, I spoke with my wife for about maybe 4 hours, 5 hours straight. So I didn't read books anymore. But what we talked was basically about myself, on what I do right now on YouTube, my teachings, my trades, also like my psychology or my opinions about what I did right now and what I'll be doing in near future, in YouTube, also in my investments. So I took like 4 hours, 5 hours with my wife and talk about these topics. And what I found was that actually we talked many topics about what I do, especially let's say on YouTube side. So I do the YouTube, and like this I do the live streams and also videos almost every day. And sometimes I feel a bit pressure, to be honest, because I'm a trader first of all, and I'm a full-time trader, so trading is my main job. And for YouTube, it's like I wouldn't say like a hobby, but it's YouTube is a place where I share my thoughts about the markets and share my trades and share what I have experienced in the past. So, but at some point, I feel like I have to put more time and effort in YouTube and what I do, and I always feel something is like missing. And that feeling became bigger and bigger these days. And I felt like I'm not really sharing enough in YouTube. And I feel like I want to be more efficient on how I share the knowledge and the trades on my YouTube. And that was one of kind of the pressures in YouTube. And at the same time, I trade, and trading is my main source of income. So I trade, I check charts every day, and I take trades every month, and I get returns every year. So that's what I do. So yeah, for some reason, I kind of stopped, how to say, like not like stopped in what I do on YouTube, but like more of like I kind of paused and looked back what I shared on my YouTube channel. And there are tons of videos and tons of archive videos in my YouTube channel. And I have been doing this YouTube for the last 2 years, and there are some videos, some old videos, new videos. And for those who joined newly, I think you only saw these new videos and maybe not the old videos. So the first thing I think about is to organize. I want to organize these past videos to be more time efficient for learning. Whoever comes to my YouTube channel newly. And also I was thinking how to share my mindset in psychology and what I found based on my strategy and my mindset. Because trading is like an art, and trading is not like what you study at the university or high school. It's totally different because there's no right or wrong answers. Simply you take trades based on the rules and you exit based on the rules. And with the discipline, we have to keep trading, taking trades, but not only simply taking trades, but also you have to improve. You have to do Kaizen on your trades, improve constantly, and make it better on your trades. Every single trade has to be better and better. Is also an important mindset. Sometimes I get the questions like, do you wait for the breakout of the resistance? And my answer, sometimes yes, I wait for a breakout. Sometimes I don't wait for the breakout. And I have to really look back my trades and exactly in what timings I don't wait for the break and in what situations I wait for the break, for example. And it takes time for me to really look back and to be able to explain logically, because I take trades basically based on my own experience, and that's what I basically share on this YouTube and also in my communities. But it's not always black and white, or it's not always 0 or 100%, yes or no. Sometimes, or most of the times, I think the answers are gray. The answers are gray, but I don't want to say it depends, because if I start to say it depends, then everything becomes it depends. And it's not the answer that everybody is looking for, of course. So I have to come up with some answers logically and be able to explain. And it's been kind of a challenge for myself. I feel recently. Because basically I simply take trades based on my experience, and in this way I take trades to the future. So what I want to say, as I talked with my wife, one of the conclusions was that I can't say things logically as always. So that's why I have to do live streams so that you can see more examples of, for example, when I wait for the breakout and when I don't wait for the breakout, for example. So I recommend you to, if you're newly joining on my YouTube, I recommend you to check my old videos on all the live streams and how I explained on the past markets and previous videos, and compare with these videos with what I say right now in the new markets and future markets. Because I think this is the best way to learn. And I say this because that was, for me, was a wrong mindset of looking for the answer of when to wait for the break and when not to wait for the break, for example. Or typical other question is, do you have to wait for the retracement after the breakout and buy, or you simply buy on the breakout? Which one is true? Which one's correct? And I would say that yes, it's always better to wait for the retrace after the breakout and buy. But looking back my trades, I also enter trades right after the breakout. without waiting for the retrace, I enter trade. And that's when, for example, I see the confirmations in the 5-minute and multiple time frames. I see the stable bullishness. Let's say if I see the daily candlestick breaks on the resistance, and if I look at the 5-minute, and if 5-minute shows N wave bullish continuously, then most likely the market continuously goes up. But let's say you see the breakout in daily chart, and if you look at the 5-minute, then you see reverse N wave. And most likely you see the wick in the daily chart. Then I don't enter trade. So how to say, so what I try to say is I can't simply answer whether I wait for the break, whether I wait for the retrace or not, without any chart examples. So and that's again the reason why I do the lives, also videos on my YouTube, and I prefer live streams because on the live markets, nobody sees the future markets. But if I talk about the chart based on the previous chart and past charts, then I already see the future markets, right? I already see the future markets, and I already know how it goes, and there is no how do you say, there is no let's say there is no, how do you say, confidence, or there is no practical examples to talk about some strategies if you already see the future markets, because you know what happens in the future. And that was my biggest mistake. Yeah, back then I was always, I was, for example, seeing some videos and also examples in the books or websites that talks about the gold cross to buy and debt cross to sell, for example, let's say on the moving averages. And usually what people do is that they bring up the past charts on whatever markets, in whatever times, they bring up the chart in the past, and then they talk, okay, here gold cross, if you buy here, then afterwards the market goes up all the way like this way, so you make profits. And next time on another markets and another timing, he brings a chart and you see dead cross here, you sell and the market goes down and you take profit here and you have big profits. I used to learn based on these past charts from someone, and that was my biggest mistake, because what if when the future gold cross doesn't work? Nobody really talked about that. And I found that was not really practical. And that's why I prefer live streams, so that nobody sees the markets in the future, so that it becomes more practical. And that's why I don't say really, like, for example, gold cross to buy and debt cross to sell. I never say that. But if the market goes towards your direction, and then in what timings what to do, and if the market goes against your direction after entry, then what to do and what timings. I talk about these topics in mindset, because that's really true. Without knowing how to manage your positions in unforeseen future markets, you won't be able to do well on your trades. And That's for sure, based on my experience. So, and for me, it's okay. Even if my prediction is wrong, it's okay with me because I don't really expect the market goes towards my direction whenever I do analysis. But rather, how to deal with your trades is more important, about not only the entry timings, but also more into the exit timings and the risk management, and also the related psychology is more important than simply predicting which way the market goes. So yeah, but again, I was talking with this kind of topics with my wife, and I thought it's really true. So yeah, so that will be continuously be the topic, and that will be also my main focus on my YouTube channel from now on in the future, because that way you also learn. And if the market goes towards a direction, then simply the next question is how you trail the profits and how to exit with the profits. And I will talk about that. If the market goes back, when to exit with the loss. Risk management. I will talk about that in the future videos. Also in time cycles too. Like I've seen some time cycle videos in YouTube and some other sources, and usually people talk about the time cycles on the previous charts and see if it works. But of course, it's in the previous charts, and you can select the ones that works and talk about time cycles and price theories, and it's really easy. But it's not really practical, I think. So instead, I do the time cycles in the future markets that we never see, and I show how to adjust time cycles along the way to see the market rhythm in the future. Time cycles are not 100%, and Ichimoku is not 100%. Sometimes you see the time cycles to be the next henkabi based on the Kihon Suchi number, but the market do not always react by the future time cycles and henkabis. In that case, what to do is a real question you have to ask yourself without stopping, stop using it. So yeah, I was talking about these kind of topics with my wife, and it actually made me some inspirations, and it actually assured on how I share the markets and how I share what I see in the market on YouTube. Also in my community, Ichimoku community and GTS also, I continuously share in this mindset. Because again, I don't see the future markets and I don't expect which way it goes. Simply what I always see is whether the market is bullish or bearish in multiple time frames, and that's it. Yeah, so I think that's really true. That's more practical. Yeah, so that's why I will continuously do this on my YouTube channel. So anyways, sorry about this kind of like a free talk, but yeah, at least that's how I felt today, and that's something I wanted to share today on this Saturdays when the market's closed. So, I see many comments. Thank you for joining, everyone. Again, good to see you. Okay. All right. Okay, yes. I'm not in Japan anymore. I'm in Dubai now. Yes. I have been in Dubai since last July, and I really enjoy here. Especially time zone for my trades, Forex is the best in Dubai. Okay. FT Imagines, thank you for joining from Brazil. Okay. Okay, most appreciated all your thoughts. Psychology of the trading is the most important key for me. Yes. Psychology is the most important. That is right. That is right. And what makes it difficult in psychology is that you can't see it. You can't see your own emotion. But numbers you can see, the trades you can see, the charts you can see, but psychology you cannot see. It's invisible. And that's what it makes it difficult to capture. And also especially it's about you, yourself. You can't really see yourself. So that's also what it makes difficult. So my recommendation is to write about your impressions and emotion in journal whenever you make profits or loss. Before enter trades, after enter trades, you put down your emotion and visualize. Verbally is important. Yeah. Also, what I do is I meditate. I meditate and just close my eyes for like a few minutes on my chair like this. On my office, I close my eyes and breathe in and out deeply and do this for a few minutes. And it works really. It works. It actually, centralize my emotion and I can be in the reset mindset. So yeah, if you haven't tried the meditation, you can do. You don't have to follow some specific way. Simply find the quiet and comfortable room and with no sound, no voice, no music. You turn everything off, you shut the door and simply sit down and close your eyes for, let's say, 5 minutes. And you do this for at least 2 weeks, and then you will feel the difference. Yeah, first time when you meditate, you might feel like 5 minutes like forever. You might open your eyes within the 5 minutes. So you better time yourself. You better use timer and time 5 minutes. But after 2 weeks, I'm sure you feel difference in terms of calmness in your psychology, emotion, and you will start to see yourself more objectively. Sometimes when I take trades, when I see charts, I'm here sitting on my chair and watching the chart. Like I use one screen to see charts and take trades. So here's a screen. I see here, but as I take trades and as I analyze charts, I feel like the other myself is behind myself up there and watching this situation. I hope you know what I mean. But I feel that, and when I feel that situation, then that means I'm fully concentrated. But if I still see charts from this angle here, then sometimes I feel I'm not really concentrated. So something must be wrong on my psychology or emotion. So this is just myself. This is just my experience. But you might feel the same. You might feel the same in different situations. Maybe when you play an instrument, when you are watching a movie, or when you are really focusing on your study, or reading books, maybe you feel the same. At least for me, when I see myself from up there, I feel like I'm in the zone, so to speak. So that's how I monitor my psychology and emotion. But yeah, psychology is really the key to success. Yes, thank you for joining everyone, and thank you for the comments. Yes, Gabby and Abraham, thank you for your comments also. Hormon says, K sir, how long did it take you to master Ichimoku? To master Ichimoku, I think this is kind of like Japanese way to respond to that question is, I never master. I'm a student of Ichimoku because my Kaizen mindset, my improving mindset never ends. But speaking of the confidence, it took me 3 years to be confident on my strategy and to really see the result. But to mastery, I never feel I mastered. Ichimoku is really deep. Every time I read the books, I read the original books, I learn something new always. And every time I see charts, especially like the month of August, it was break even or slight loss, small loss in the month of August out of 10 trades. In July, I only took 1 trade because I was busy. But July was also the break even or slight loss. So when I have these break-even months, then I feel like I want to improve more. And this journey never ends. I feel like if you stop the journey of improving, then that's it. So never be overconfident, never believe that the system works forever, but keep fine-tuning and refining your strategies and mindset. Okay, Crypto Cloud says, trade psychology, the only thing a lot of YouTubers don't talk about due to it not being something that helps you get views. That's why I have a whole new level of respect for YouTubers that talk about it. Yeah. Trade psychology, I like to talk about it. Yeah, to be honest, I like to talk more about psychology than the markets, than the trades or mindset topics I like the most than analysis. Yeah, and it's okay even if I don't get the views, because my intention for this YouTube is not to get the views, not to get the subscribers. So I don't really say subscribe to my channel. I don't really say that because simply my first priority is to take trades on my own as a full-time trader. That's my top priority. YouTube is my lower priority. So as long as people can find me and learn something new, it's just okay with me. Okay, let's see. What do you think about the Renko chart? Renko chart, I used to use it, but it was long ago, so I don't really remember how it worked. But Renko chart, Renko Ashi, I prefer candlesticks because candlesticks has wicks, and Ichimoku Kinko Hyo works with these wicks on the candles to angle the lines. So I think candlesticks is better with Ichimoku. Renko chart is the way how Renko Ashi is formed is very close to Ichimoku as far as I remember than Heikin Ashi, but still better to use candlesticks with the Ichimoku. Yeah, alright. Thank you for joining everyone. Abraham, thank you for joining from Nigeria. Good to see you here. Okay, Lisa says, Kei, you have many very valuable or older videos. I have watched many of them and have benefited. There are many styles of trading. Your style is good fit for me. I keep watching to keep learning. Thank you for the comment, Lisa. Thanks so much. Yes, sometimes I look back my old videos on my YouTube and I feel I kind of embarrassed because they were old, and I never expected that I will be doing the YouTube for such a long time. I thought I would be doing it for a couple months and just quit. But when I did the video of Ichimoku part 1 to 5 series, also a talk about the BNF, then it made the big boom, and these videos caught a lot of traders' attention, and that's why I decided to do these. In terms of the videos, old videos, especially the psychology videos, and Ichimoku 1 to 5 series, also price action series of videos, these videos I wrote what I say, and I wrote every single word on what I say, and I read these lines and sentences and took that video. So yeah, one video of Ichimoku, let's say part 1 of Ichimoku video back then, it was maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes of video, but it took me the whole day to write the script, read it, and edit, and yeah, it was a big work for me. But I wanted to do it at that time because I wanted to share the correct and deep information about the Ichimoku. And also as a Japanese, I have to share the deepest among other YouTubers was my pride. So that's why I thought I have to do it very seriously and very deeply, and that's why I took these videos. Also about the BNF. BNF is my Bible. Also, I learned a lot. Not simply about his strategies, but about his mindset was really eye-opening. And that's why I want to talk about him in my YouTube channel. And that was also my project, my idea even before starting my YouTube channel back then. So I also wrote the script, and yeah, I did the video. So yeah, it took me like a long time. It took me like one day or sometimes a couple of days to make 15 minutes videos. But yeah, I think these were some nice videos. Yes. Okay. Bruno, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. I don't have FTMO account, but I think FTMO is a good way to challenge yourself. You can start with the demo or the trial. I think it was for the 14 days trial, and see how it goes. To pass FTMO, I think you have to have a good risk management. Otherwise, yeah, you can fail very easily. Okay, TSM says, whatever my fear was before I joined them in the channel, I was always afraid or missing a trade and the profit, but through them I learned that you have to take it easy because you don't have a profit. Okay, so that means, right, if you don't have the profits, then you can just yeah, I mean, take it easy. Take it easy is a key to success in the long run. Usually traders quit whenever they start to have losses, but that's not the correct way to quit. Yeah, at least for me, I never quit even if I blow some accounts, and even if I had some even if I had the 2 years of losing years, I didn't quit, and that's why I became success afterwards. And when I was kept losing, I felt like I was in the dark tunnel, which has no exit. But once I learned about the risk management, and once I know how to calculate the lot size and the stop loss and the break-even mindset, then I see a small light on the exit. But that small light on the exit I saw was the big change, the big moment. Because once I start to see this small light, all I have to do is to make it bigger and bigger and exit on the dark tunnel and go on my journey. But usually people quit within the dark tunnel, and before they see the light, they quit. I think this is true on anything you do. And just like trades, stop loss or exit timing is important. So I think depending on exit timing, you can just quit. Let's say if you take trades and if you don't see any result in the next 2 years, 3 years, then you may want to quit. You may decide to quit. And I think that's okay, because you can't keep losing every year. But rather, you better maybe do something else, spend that money and time in other things to make money. So trading is not the only way to make profits. So I think in that sense, the stop loss of until when you quit is important on anything you do. But if you start to see some light, then never quit. Right? Looking back, I think that's one of my messages to old myself. Okay, thanks so much everyone for joining. So today's market's closed, so I'm talking about this kind of psychology or some free talk style. Alright, thanks for joining everyone. James says maybe lessons on Forex Tester, as you can pause markets, do analysis, time cycles, etc., then play out. Could save time. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the lessons on Forex Tester analysis and trades is also good. Yeah. I have lots of videos in the past where I run that tester, and that's right. I should do it. On my YouTube channel. Let's do it next week. I will run the tester next week and talk about some entries and exits when the markets are quiet. Alright, Lisa says, do you have any thoughts on what happened on USDJPY on Thursday when it dropped over 500 pips over about 40 minutes? It was a good example of why risk management is so important. Yeah, that was due to the Bank of Japan decision on JPY, because JPYs keep weakening more and more, keeps getting weaker and weaker on JPY. So that's why BOJ took an action to make the JPY go down. Make the JPY stronger, and as a result, USDJPY went down. But that was a big move actually. I was away from the charts at that time, so I didn't see that move real time, but it was such a big move. Yes, let's see. Daniel says, how do you beat the fear? To beat the fear, you have to create the rules and follow the rules to beat the fear. Okay, Full in Japan says, hello Kay, do you usually take a break days in trading? How often? I found myself over trading recently that I gave up most of my profit due to overtrade. What I do every day is, let's say I wake up in the morning and check charts, and then I take a break. If I don't see any opportunities, then I simply leave chart for the next couple hours and come back maybe 3 to 4 hours later, check charts. And if I don't see any opportunities then I simply close chart. Without continuously monitor, I simply close chart and come back in about a couple of hours later. And I do this every day so that I don't overtrade. Yeah, so time efficiency is the key to avoid the overtrades. Yes, I see many comments. Let me see. Salem says, hi Kay, since you have now more compound experience and practices than when you first made your YouTube videos. Yes, videos can please update and upload new videos that reflect your experience. Sure, okay. So I'm actually thinking to create some videos or some live streams on monthly topics. And in the month of October, I think of some other topics in psychology or risk management. So please look forward to it. Okay. J2 says, how do you stop getting excited? What do you mean by excited? Stop getting excited on the profits, you mean? Yeah, now I don't really feel excited on profits because and I don't get discouraged by the losses anymore. And that's because I think I had too many profits and too many losses in the past, so I don't really feel anything by now. It's like when you play at the stage in the first time, or when you do the speech in front of people the first time, you feel nervous, but as you get used to it, you never feel anything anymore. So it's like that feeling. Okay, let me check some charts. Let me check some comments now. Charts I will check tomorrow. So, your age, I'm 40 now. I just became 40 this January. So time flies. Said says, are you using two computer monitors for trading? I only use one monitor to trade. Only one monitor. So right now I have 3 monitors, but 2 monitors are not to trade, to work, to reply emails, to manage Discord, to manage YouTube, and only one screen I take trade. Best books are shared on my webpage. Okay, Tobias says, how do you do the proper risk management? Like taking off half position when the trade runs against you, but still let the trade breathe. I always struggle with that. The risk management, I think the most important is timing for the break even. Also, how to trail and take profits. Basically, I set the break even and trail based on the 5-minute as I follow the daily direction. You can find these videos on my webpage. Simply come to the free download and click on the KTS. Then you can find some videos about my strategies, entries, and exit timings, and how to trail the profits. Okay, so it's coming to the end of the live stream right now. So let me check few other comments until the end. Smart Tech, thanks for joining. Thanks for your comments. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I always appreciate your support and comments from everyone. Because without you, I won't be able to do this every day. So thank you so much for your support. Okay, so let's see. Sheldon says, I lost much money in Forex, but when I came to know about you and started watching your videos, I'm surprised, and now I put my real account aside and started trading on demo account. The result is totally changed. Okay, okay. I hope the change was positive change. Yeah, well, this is not Japan, this is Dubai. I have been in Dubai for the last 13 months so far. Okay, I'm sorry I see many comments, but I have to go now and switch to the Ichimoku membership live, so I'm sorry. But thank you so much for your comments. I really enjoyed your comments, and after I finish the live, I will come back to this live stream and check out comments and questions. So again, thank you so much on your support as always, and I hope you have a great weekend and great rest of your day today, and relax and charge yourself and get ready to trade next week. Yeah, looks like we have some major breakouts on USD and JPY markets, and also GBP markets. We have some major breaks, so we may see some opportunities next week. So tomorrow I will be doing the weekly forecast exactly at the same time, so I wish to see you then. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, bye for now everyone. Mata ne. Thank you so much. Mata ne means see you in Japanese. So I say mata ne. Thanks so much.